Before the game, you said that this was a measuring stick game. How do you feel that your team measured?
That's a playoff team. You know, they're tested. Obviously, we know the season they had in the tip-off tournament. Very, very talented, play with great pace. And our guys knew this was going to be a really big challenge for us. And I challenged them. I said, hey, the first two didn't go our way, but now we got an opportunity to protect our home court in the third matchup, and we did that. So I'm proud of our guys.
Obviously, probably too close for your liking in the end, but can you talk about the resilience that it took from your team to be able to withstand that flurry of attacks that you were facing?
Yeah. So I mean, we've been a resilient team all year. The issue is I would like for us to be less resilient in those moments, kind of based on what we've done up until that point. We've got to be a little more disciplined, a little stronger with the ball offensively, and a little more disciplined defensively down the stretch. And I think if we do that, come those end-of-game moments, we won't need to tap into our resiliency as much because we'll have put it away. But really proud of our guys. We've been that resilient bunch all year.
Second best start to the regular season for you guys, 7-3. What do you think's been the biggest switching point here when you've gotten to the regular season?
Connection. We talk about four things: care, connection, character, and compete. And I think it's with the assignments and two ways it can be challenging, very, very challenging, with roster shakeups and such. But I challenged our group to stay connected, remain connected, and they've done that. And I think we've been doing this. And a connected team is a powerful team, and I think we're starting to see that now.
How have you personally managed with all the moving and shifting parts as a G League head coach?
That's the job, and that doesn't change for as long as these guys be playing basketball. So I think my message to them is embrace it. And be consistent within your minutes and within your role. And that's what's required of them at the NBA level. So, and that's what they aspire to get to. So this is, no better place to learn that.
So 20 blocks from Ulrich now over the past 4 games. He's been making some really measured passing reads as well. I know you've said in the past you're really impressed with his ability to take, from film, from practice, and in real time kind of apply it directly. So can you tell me a little bit about a specific example of him doing that and where you've kind of seen that?
Yeah, so he's a long, athletic, 7-foot, young, bouncy big. And, with his athletic ability, he has the potential to execute multiple coverages. And we've thrown multiple coverages at him. We've said, hey, versus bigger guys, we want you to play in more coverage and protect the rim. He's done that. We've challenged him to switch and pick and roll and keep smaller, maybe more quicker players in front of him. He's done that. So that's just a major example of the work that he's putting in. And then the attention to detail, which from a 19-year-old rookie is pretty impressive.
You brought him in for that last play defensively. Can you talk about why you decided to do that and how you think he actually played on it?
I think he earned our trust. Throughout the game, he did an incredible job at the rim. And like I said, he executed in both, pick and roll coverage and pick and roll switching. And that's one area for him that he's going to have to learn to grow in, is to execute on both ends down the stretch.
With LAWSON, a lot of pin downs, with him elevating out of the corner. What makes him so effective when he's coming out like that in those actions?
It's just forcing his pace and our screening. One thing offensively that we've been really hitting is our screening. Let's do a better job of getting our scores open. And that's just a simple action that we use to get guys downhill and allow his talent to take over.
Coach, I want to ask you about Jamison. His shot selections, it looks like he's really very effective and he's having a very field goal balance. Can you talk to me about what you've told him about how he selects his shots and how he helps your team win?
Hunt threes. He's a high-level shooter, and with that comes, the respect of our opponent. And you can see in a lot of our off-ball actions, he doesn't have enough breathing room. Now that's better for our guys because we're able to operate, on the opposite side of the floor with all the attention that he's getting. But one thing I love about him is that whether he's, getting a million attempts or no attempts, he's playing defense, he's rebounding the ball. He's a great teammate. He's going to find shots. We're going to get him shots, but he's still committed to helping us in other ways.
Sure, I asked you this on the broadcast, but just that emotions of that last minute, how good was it to see your team close it out?
I feel it's amazing. I mean, it shows that we're focused. You can see the spirit in our smiles, how we communicate with each other, giving each other high fives. So we got to keep that chemistry going.
Coach talked about you guys are now more connected in the regular season. Have you felt that from the player side as well?
No, for sure. I feel like we're super connected. We all like playing with each other. We all give each other confidence on the court. If one guy's down, we try to pick him up. So I feel like we're all super connected. We all love playing with each other.
That connection, is it kind of cascading into, like, it looks like you guys are a little bit more in sync with your movement, a little bit more in sync with the screens you're setting, the cuts, the passing, and that was kind of generating some open looks. So do you feel that out there on the court?
For sure. I mean, we're getting more games under our belts together, so we're obviously going to build chemistry the more we play. And then in practice, we're obviously building connection there too, working on our plays, working on our defense, staying locked in, watching all the film. I feel like we've got a good group of guys, and we're all super connected, yeah.
There was a lot of physical play, a couple of technicals going to either side. Was there a feeling like, these guys were second in the East coming into today, you guys were third, right around the same kind of caliber, could see each other down the line? Was that kind of surrounding this game a little bit, how close you guys are?
Yeah, for sure. It was like a playoff game almost. It was intense. The crowd was involved. We were involved. You see the physicality on the court. I mean, it's probably like at least 4 or 5 technical fouls today. That's how you know the game was super competitive, and that's what we love. We love competitive games.
Were the kids getting to you guys at all, or are you okay?
Maybe them, because they was getting us hype, especially me. I love when the kids was yelling out my name. It felt like a good thing, yeah.
Did you sleep at all? Because yesterday with the Raptors on the court and then really early this morning.
Yeah, I had great sleep. As soon as I came back from the game, I had a good sleep, and I was ready for this morning, yep.